What's up, everybody? It's your friend Tyler here, and you are watching Geek Radar. So tonight I watched Terminator Dark Fate.
Talk. Talk fast.
You first.
And this is going to be a spoiler-free review, and then we'll do a little bit spoilers later, but I'll let you know when it is. But before we start this off, like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. And every time you do this, helps us get even further, helps me get further and further, and we're doing a sweepstakes at 100 subscribers. So definitely comment below and everything, because the more comments we get, the more chances that you might win this sweepstakes. It's going to even keep going crazier as we get through it. But with Terminator Dark Fate, this movie felt like it really didn't need to be made. Now, I'm not going to say this movie is a bad movie whatsoever, because it wasn't a bad movie. I know they said it bombed at the theater. But this is a sequel to T2. A lot of people don't know too much about that this is something that races Salvation, 3 through Salvation, Genesis, and all that. But this counts as a third film, but it really didn't feel like the magic that was captured in T1 and T2. Now, Arnold and Linda Hamilton, they did absolutely perfect jobs. And I mean this in the best way. Like, there was a lot of things in this movie that weren't accurate. Of course, it's a Terminator movie. But it kind of kept getting repetitive and more repetitive coming up to the end. And it felt quite like we had already seen this movie before. I mean, we had all these sequels and stuff. But overall, like, I liked it, but I didn't like it. Like, the scenes with Arnold in it were the best to me. Introducing his character. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I was kind of super pissed something happens, and I'm not going to explain that. I'll explain that in the spoilers in a little bit about with one of the certain characters and stuff like that. But this movie, it's not a bad new movie, nor is it great. I think it's in the middle. It's something as a Terminator fan, as Terminator fans, you'll definitely want to see, but I went and seen it in the big IMAX. So I kind of wish I wouldn't have paid that much to see this film because of the quality of the film. But I wanted to support it because I know it kind of bombed at the box office. And Arnold's one of my favorite actors of all time. Definitely top, yeah, him and Jeff Goldblum. But yeah, with Terminator Dark Fate, I give this a 7 out of 10. It was a 6, but because of Arnold's the great job of him and Linda Hamilton were so great, it bumped it up to a 7 besides of a 6. Because this movie, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, this is so cool, this is so cool. But by the ending of it, I was just like this. I was just like, I'm seeing the same thing over and over and over as I've seen in previous movies, and I even guessed the ending. And it was a good movie. If you're a diehard Terminator fan, go check it out. I mean, just a little. It is what it is, and I don't know if we're gonna get another one after this, just because of the box office sales. But yeah, this is a spoiler-free review, and like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. Let me know what you thought about the movie, anything, any recommendations for anything to watch, review, any of that stuff. Let me know how you feel about it. But yeah, until then, I'm Tyler, and you've been watching Geek Radar. Now, we're getting into spoilers. So right now, spoiler alert. Okay, they fucking killed John Connor not even 15 minutes into the movie. And they de-aged them. Everybody knows that scene Terminator 2, the world ends in 1997. So they go to 1998, and we actually see a kid, Edward Furlong, John Connor, and perfectly de-aged and everything. We see Linda as she would look around the time of the year. We see Arnold. Just give Edward Furlong the fucking job. Like, that's... And I like the all-female cast. I didn't have a problem with that. A lot of people did. They were like, oh, but I wanted to see John Connor, but, like, this shit, I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, you did this great job with de-aging and stuff like that. You made it look like, Edward Furlong as a kid, in this new film. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. But in the trailer, I even called it. And if you've watched my trailer reaction to it, I even called it because Sarah was like, I want to kill Arnold's character, the T-800 or whatever. And he was like, oh, I want to kill you. And I was like, is that the reason? Because he got John killed or killed John something, and he came back. So that was pretty much done. He came back, he killed John, and then, that was his mission, and he became normal, and he was wanting to actually be more like a human being, which that was the most enjoyable parts of the movie. Now, the whole thing, it just felt like I was watching the first one over. It felt like I was watching Salvation with the hybrid of the Terminator mixed with, the human. And that was great, but I had already seen that in Salvation. And why the hell would you send somebody back to protect somebody that can get wounded that quick and could be that sick all of a sudden? Wouldn't you send somebody like Arnold back? And it's somebody that could just take bullets and one stab, the woman's like, I'm going to die. Come on now. Come on, movie. Now, this was directed great. There was way too much fucking action. Like, it just started to get really repetitive over the end. The whole plane scene, like, it was some badass moments, but it's like, come on, movie. It's just like, give us some story of something we haven't seen before. Even though this was something we haven't seen before in ways, it just felt too familiar. And that's the best way I could put it. I don't want to spoil this whole movie, but yeah, they killed fucking John Connor off. He maybe had not even a minute screen time, and it was young John Connor. They couldn't. And this I walked out and I was just like, I don't know what I think about this movie. I almost walked out on a 5, and I was like, no, it's a 6. And then I was like, Arnold's part bumped it up to a 7. But this right here, I like, as a lot of people was like, oh, this is the best Terminator sequel. No, fuck that. To me, Salvation is the best. Its own thing, because it showed the war. I thought this movie was going to be able to show during the war times. Because they showed in the trailer the Normandy beach looking type thing with all the skulls on the beach. And showing all this. So I was like, this is the war. It's finally, Nope. So I enjoyed Salvation way more, but I was happy Arnold's back and Linda's back, and this new cast is pretty cool, even though I doubt we'll get another sequel to this, but we really do not need it. I'm glad that Arnold was in this. And that's all we need. And Linda's back. Like, it left it open, but I highly doubt we'll get something unless they reboot the Terminator, which they should not do. But yeah, that's the end of the spoiler review. And like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what you all think in the comments and stuff. And tell me if you liked it. Tell me if you hated it. I know there's a lot of people that hated it. And I'm going to get Blake out here sometime this week, and we're going to have a discussion about it. And the thing is, like, every time you subscribe, like, share, helps me get further and helps you get further to winning that sweepstakes. So just keep in the info and all that stuff. But yeah, go check out Terminator and Terminator Dark Fate in theaters if you want to. If you're not a hardcore fan, don't go. I would say just wait for Blu-ray. But if you're a hardcore fan, just go check it out. You might like it. You might hate it. I was in the middle, but I'm glad at the performances I got to see. And it was better than Genesis to me. And I love Emilia Clarke. That was in it. She's a great actress. But, I mean, and Arnold was back in that one. But this one, I give this a 6. I was about to give it my original review. I give this a 7 out of 10. So like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. Let me know what you all thought. And yeah, it's been a great. Like, we don't really have too many big movies coming out until Star Wars. I'll still be doing reviews. Check out that Lighthouse review as well that I've put up, because that right there has been the best movie of the year so far, and I absolutely love Joker. So yeah, go check out that review. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And this has been the Terminator Dark Fate spoiler and spoiler-free discussion. So yeah, just keep tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm Tyler, and you've been watching Geek Radar. Peace out, guys.